Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I got a good quick video for you. A lady's letting all of the other ladies know why men leave. Why are the men leaving? You know, a lot of times women try to make themselves to be the victims. Women are always the victims. The men always did something wrong, whether the women initiate leaving or the man does. Ultimately, if you ask the women, it always goes back to something that the man was doing or wasn't doing. And so right now with this clip, we've got a lady that's really just breaking it down. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share that.
When he was telling you that you were hurting his feelings, when he was telling you that you were being neglectful, when he was telling you that you were being dismissive, when he was telling you you were being disrespectful, when he was telling you that he felt unloved and unwanted, number one, you belittled his feelings. Number two, you just brushed them off. And number three, when he made the decision to let go of a relationship and a person that he loves dearly, you did all this apologizing. You told him you understood. You wanted to do better. And then you did all that stuff all over again. And you added one more thing to that list. You broke your word. And now you're wondering why he's gone. So I don't understand why you believe that he's being unreasonable. And you're proving just what he means by belittling his feelings. Because by saying that you don't understand why he's gone, you're saying that it doesn't make any sense that he's gone, or he shouldn't have left you for all of the reasons that he's upset about. Baby, that man was good to you. He stepped up to the plate and he helped you take care of kids he didn't create. And you said from your own mouth he was a man who treated you like a woman should be treated. Yet you're acting like you don't appreciate that. That's just the way I see it right now. That's how I see it. And it seems like he's always known what he's worth and the type of woman that he deserves. And plain and simple, that's why he left. Just because he's a masculine man does not mean he does not have feelings. And that masculine energy don't take that mess. Well, baby, when he was...
So hopefully you guys are able to hear what she was saying. So she's basically saying how men tell you what's going on. And I've said this before, that men tell you three things. They tell you how to love them, they tell you how to keep them, and they tell you how to leave them. And a lot of times women have a problem with it because they don't listen to men. This feminism and this sort of apathy towards men's emotions, their feelings, not feeling like men have a place in a relationship, that their place and role in a relationship is just to serve the woman. So if his place in the relationship is only as a servant to the woman and basically a slave, then his feelings, his thoughts, and no consideration is to be given to him as to how he's being treated and how he's experiencing the woman that he's in a relationship with. So she gets to speak badly, she gets to act out, she gets to misbehave, she gets to be selfish, she gets to be inconsiderate, she gets to be just basically in a space where she doesn't care and will vocalize how much she doesn't care about what he's thinking and what he's feeling. And one of the big things that women do to demonstrate that is that whenever a man is being honest and he's coming forward to speak, to say what the things are that are bothering him, women quickly will switch it over and say how all the things that he's talking about is really his fault. And I did a video on that like last week, how women always play the victims in relationships. They are never at fault, ever, no matter what's going on. So even if he comes to you and he's very communicative, even if he's articulate about what's going on, because every man is not just shutting down or unable to speak. Many men are quite articulate when it comes to what's been bothering them, especially if it's been bothering them and it's an ongoing thing. The problem isn't necessarily his lack of communication or inability to communicate properly, it's your inability to listen. You don't want to hear it. And this is rooted down into not taking accountability for your actions in the relationship. If he says he doesn't like something, or he says that a certain behavior is bothersome to him, or he is letting you know about anything that's going on in a relationship, it is your responsibility to address that the same exact way that if you bring something to him, you want him to address whatever it is that you've brought as a concern to him in this relationship. So all of that, when he talks about it and it's like, oh, well, I don't know why he left. Like she said, well, I don't know why he left, or to make up all the things, or to talk about all the things that he did in a relationship that might not have been okay, or you might have had a problem with, or whatever, then that becomes the issue. Never about the role you played, never about your contribution negatively to the situation, never about how you wouldn't stop arguing, or you wouldn't, be open and be considerate of anything. You're mean. A lot of y'all are mean. Just flat out. A lot of y'all are mean to these men in these relationships. Y'all are uncouth, uncaring. Y'all are not nice. Y'all say anything. Y'all snippy. Y'all snappy. You got smart mouths, and you don't curb it at all. And he's supposed to just take it. He's supposed to, take it in stride, take it on the chin. And it's supposed to roll off of him like water off a duck's back. But that's not necessarily the truth. That's not necessarily always the best thing. It's not going to happen, as a matter of fact. Women have a tendency not to think that your words have the effect that it do. But like I say all the time, words are arrows shot from a bow. Once you shoot them, you can't get them back, and they will hit their target. People will, they will experience what you said with the energy you said it with. Because we all speak English. We speak English or whatever other language you speak. And we know energy when we hear it, when we feel it. We know what you meant by that. We know when you being snarky. We know. We know when you're being sarcastic. You're being funny and all of that type of stuff. You're talking out the side of your neck. And just because you're not yelling and screaming and cursing don't mean you're not talking smart. Get that out your head too. Just because you may not be the type of woman that cuss and clown, but please believe you still clowning. You still talking crazy. You still call yourself reading him in a calm way and all that type of stuff. And it's mean. It's nasty. How is it that the men that you sleep with get the nasty version of you? And I don't mean sexually nasty. I mean a nasty attitude. But everybody else can get this friendly attitude. When you go to work, it's a friendly attitude. When you interact with your friends, it's a friendly attitude. But when you come home to the man that you're sleeping with, that's paying your bills, that you're supposed to be doing life with, now all of a sudden he can't get a smile. He can't get kindness out of you, but you want kindness from him. And it don't work that way. That's a two-way street. So many of you lose your relationships because you are deaf on just not getting along with these men. Black women particularly, we think it's a weak thing to be consistently nice to your man. It's not a gift to him for you to be kind. That should be the default. That should be the default. And then you wonder where the arguments and the tension come from. That's because you got an attitude all the time, a little low riding attitude all the time. Like it's just the energy of the house. You maintain the energy of the house. Some of y'all look for stuff to be mad about. Some of y'all look for stuff to argue over. And it's a shame. And this is why there ain't no peace. And this is why he eventually just leave. because he can't take it no more. He done already said it. Anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye bye, Crimsonites.